Before we start the show, let me tell you about my live stand-up dates. You can catch me this weekend in Tampa, Florida. Then I've got dates coming up in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, Boston, Nashville, Las Vegas, Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're adding cities all the time. Head off to columtyrrell.com and get tickets to see me live. Do it now. Enjoy the show. Okay, we are joined by Danny Polishchuk.
Yeah.
From the Boyscast podcast with Ryan Long, and also most of the sketches with Ryan Long.
Yeah.
And then you've also got your own podcast.
It's called, it's a kind of a podcast, but it's more of a call-in radio show.
It's content, baby.
It's content. Low Value Mail.
Low Value Mail.
MAIL every Tuesday night.
Little play on the words with mail there. Huh?
Yeah. Well, because we got in the scope of these female dating strategy women who are like, there's kind of like incels about women. And then...
Wait, what?
So it's called female dating strategy. They're like... They're kind of like incels, but incels is like guys.
Yeah.
But they're like female incels. And then...
Female incels.
Yeah, they hate fucking
So
men.
fat chicks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and they're all like, you deserve... But their whole thing is they're not like... I guess they're involuntary... Or no, it's voluntary celibate. So they're not really incels, but they're like, they hate men.
Is it? It doesn't... I don't trust
The
that.
really sad thing is they're all like... They all pump each other up. You know, they're all like... fucking not,
yes.
And then... But they're all going to die alone.
Yeah.
Because they're all like, never settle. And you're like, no. The real advice is like, settle now because you're not going to have kids.
Yeah. Every day. It's ticking.
But they're like, oh, we want kids, but like, and they call guys scrotes and low value males.
I like these sound like my sisters, dude. What are they? I want to hang out with these fucking pigs.
Dude, we bought some of their merch.
I'm also not getting cummed in, right? We got a lot of common.
Dude, the whole thing is like, if a guy ever like on a date is like, hey, you want like on a first date, if a guy goes, because it's the opposite of like the modern chicks we know, right? They're like, if a guy ever is like, you want to split the bill, you're like, you never talk to him ever again.
Yes.
Whereas women we know in the more liberal are like, split the bill. Like, I'm a fucking modern woman. Like,
is that the way they do it? I think.
Well, they say that. They don't mean it, but.
They want they go, I'm a powerful woman and you have to pay for the meal.
100%.
The first one. Yeah. I think they all understand.
No, they're not powerful. They're just like, we're tired of being treated like shit.
That's what these are called, these women.
These female dating strategy women. They're like, men are fucking just like want to fuck us. And
female, and they are what, on Reddit?
So they used to be on Reddit. There was a Reddit called Female Dating Strategy. And so I became aware of them because I made a joke about Gabby Petito and then on Twitter. And then I guess they
found... Did they find her? Did they ever find her? No?
I think they're still looking. But I'm hopeful though, but they
don't look in my house.
They I guess they found this tweet and then they were like, going in on me being like a piece of shit, and so then I found out about them, and then they were on Twitter.
So they shared it to Reddit and like, look at
Reddit,
this piece
be like,
of
this
shit.
Guy's fucking asshole.
This scro, is that what they say? Look at this scro.
Scro, yeah,
pure scro.
And
hashtag scro.
And then they have these, and so anyways, they left Reddit for their own website because they wanted to control their thing. Because Reddit can shut you down, right? And it's a smart move, honestly. Some of them are kind of shrewd, and then they made merch.
Yeah.
And we bought some of their merch because they have these things called Scrote Tears mugs. And the photos on them like literally look like me and Ryan.
Can you Google that? Google, where would they even find that? What?
Scrote, just go FD, it's Female Dating Strategy, and go to their merch. That's
the website? And then they have merch? That's great.
And it's all like women about how to, it's the game, but for women.
It's the game, but for women. Yeah. So, but which is retarded because it's just breed. Just like a female trying to get laid.
See, look.
Here we go. Here's the merch. Can you show the people at home? Scrote Tears. That's you. That's
and then look at the other one. Go look at the other one. Not the.
That's oh my god. You guys had the scrotes. They literally took a photo of you two and said, "Can you cartoon?"
The only one we don't know is the third guy.
Dude, this is like an app. If you put it in an app,
I know.
And they made you no, that's not your
just
show.
For a little diversity.
That's not your show. I tell you that much. I know.
Wait, it is yours.
Yeah. We had one in last week. Did we ever? We had Josh Johnson on once, yeah.
Did we have one?
We did, didn't we?
Did we have one?
We've had. They don't have me on their shows.
No. What, The Daily Show?
No. I'm talking about whatever.
You haven't been a guest on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah yet?
So you guys stumbled across this.
Well, they stumbled. They were just shitting on us. But
incels and the game. So the game, as for everyone knows, it's like just like a handbook on how to get a lot of women from the, what do they used to call it? Pickup artist community. The PUA community.
Exactly.
Is that still thriving? Is that what it's still going?
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's big. The PUA thing. Because I remember reading the game back in the day. I read it, and I remember but I never got into it. I never applied it. I just read it and was like, oh, this is kind of...
I skimmed over. Honestly, there were some good things in there, but more...
Don't be a bitch.
But you know what? Like, the stuff in the game applies for life. It's not... It's a psychology book that the guy takes these, like, psychology things and then applies them to picking up women. But, like, you can apply them for women picking up men, or, like, you know, if you're in a negotiation. Like, there's just all these things that just, like, are
I never quite
applicable.
understood, like, the moral... Women were like, how dare you? He's only shaking your hand for some pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah.
Why do you think I'm even talking to you?
But it's also like, they also say, hey, don't be a fat cunt, wear nice shirts. Like, it's like Queer Eye for the straight guy or whatever. They're just doing that same thing.
I mean, to think like the most like manipulative of the two sexes is like, we don't like being manipulated. And you're like, I don't know. You guys kind of wrote the book on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is when incels are incels, there was like, look at these fucking...
But they're involuntary.
Look at these knuckle draggers. They're on the internet. They want to shoot up schools. Everyone's like fucking men. And then when a fat woman can't get laid, she does the same thing.
Yeah, but she doesn't go and like rent a van. She just vents on the internet.
She doesn't rent a van.
Yeah, she doesn't do the van stuff.
What's going on at the van? They rent a van?
Well, the incels?
Yeah,
because they rent the van, the white panel van, and they go like mow down civilians.
Is that happening?
Yeah, it happened in Toronto.
No.
Yes.
We don't get Canadian news over here.
He's the most famous of the incels. Alec Manassian or whatever. This kid fucking literally was
Hall
like...
of Famer.
Yeah, he is. He's like, he went on the boards and he's like, I'm about to do it, boys. And he was all in the thing. And then he went and rented a van and on Yonge Street, which is like the busiest street in Canada. Yeah. Toronto van attack. And he killed 11 people, sorry.
With a car?
With a fucking panel
solid.
van. Dude,
That's
those
solid.
things can do real numbers.
No, that's like a solid assassination numbers right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could probably kill more people in a van.
Yeah. And then the crazy thing is...
But I'm in New York.
It was a big thing.
A lot of pedestrians.
It was a big, like, Canada really got really smug about this because you know, there's no guns really. And then he got out of the car and there was a cop and he had his phone and he was acting like his phone was a gun. And he's like, shoot me. And like, they're like, yeah, okay, cool. And they just kill you. And then they like did.
He asked me to shoot him.
The guy goes, no, that's a phone. And
he took it out and went, ring, ring.
I was like, is that guy's gun ringing? So now he's just in jail for life.
Oh, he's in jail?
Yeah.
Did they take away his license? Driver's license?
I think they suspended his license.
It's suspended license for sure, absolutely. So what does your show?
So my show is just a play on the word. It's low value male, but
you're answering dating tips for guys.
No, we do I honestly,
I just didn't understand the correlation between those women.
So that's just where the name.
That's just where the name.
Just because we joke about low value males, and it's just such a funny term. And then so it's kind of just like lifted. No, it's just a call-in show.
It's
like
we just will radio.
Do
you screen that? Can anyone just ring in? You just get
not screened. It's on
Leroy
YouTube.
Jackson.
Yeah.
What's that? Remember these go
Leroy Jenkins.
That was it. Leroy Jenkins. Yeah.
The first paid acting gig I ever did in my life after I had been like auditioning for doing comedy for maybe 6 months was a live reenactment of that.
Of that
For this like film festival in Canada.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I was like a security guard. I don't think I had a line. Yeah, it was not good.
Nice. And people ask you for any advice?
They'll ask you for advice. Sometimes we'll have topics. Like sometimes we'll be like, I'll do some episodes. It'll be like it's a conspiracy episode. People will call in about like conspiracies.
Fonzie's your guy.
Oh, dude,
Fonzie's a real.
Dude, we've had 2 fucking pretty banger conspiracy episodes.
Yeah,
episodes. I can't talk.
Clip that.
Clip that.
Do not allow him to be embarrassed on my show. We do not make our guests look retarded. All right. Clip that out.
But it's just a call. It's literally a talk radio show.
Yeah.
But but it's on YouTube, like live on YouTube. So there's a whole like comment section, which people really like that. Like
the comments are good.
Yeah.
Do
you stream it all?
Not as
Dude,
much.
You should get in the streaming game.
We used to stream all the podcasts all the time, but then it just became.
Yeah. Well, it has to be its specific thing because it has to be something that can't be edited.
Yeah.
It has to really just be like this live thing with no editing.
But we did a Q&A last week testing out the live stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was successful. So because we want to do UFC streams where just like a bunch of comics hang out, drink some beers, and watch
just like Dude, that's dope. Yeah, people I've realized like love the fucking just being in the comment section of a live stream. It's like a real thing.
That's their. Yeah. What are they doing? Like
I mean, you know what? I feel like maybe if I was 20 right now, maybe I'd be into that. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're watching a thing, but then there's also this community. It's like a forum, and then there's like a...
And they're all making jokes, and they're like, good one.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I swear to God that for low value mail, that there are people who have become real life friends from like the... And it's not even like who are like friends like now in real life because of just like meeting in the comment section.
Yeah, that's what Dad Me, the podcast from Philly, those two guys.
Yeah, they stream a lot, right?
They stream all their shows live, and when we do some live shows together, they'll have people who have met in the chat going, because then they'll exchange Twitters or whatever, and then they all go and they'll meet and they have a little community. They're probably
like friends.
Yeah, it's crazy time.
It's the original. It's like what forums used to be. People used to become friends from forums. They're just like this is just the modern version.
Nice. And do you get lots of prank calls or anything like that? No?
You know what? I've never.
Here's another one. There's a more interesting story. Do you ever get a question where you just go like, I'm not qualified for that. Fuck off.
Dude, the first episode or the second episode, this kid called in and he was just like, what if I'm like hypothetically want to kill myself? And I was like, oh, this is probably like kids fucking with me, right?
Yeah.
And then, I was like talking to him for 2 minutes and then I was like, oh, I don't think he is. I really think he's like suicidal or whatever.
And that's also something you can't take the gamble. You can't be like, yeah, kill yourself, pussy.
Exactly, dude.
Hey guys, don't prank me.
Yeah, fucking kill yourself.
I'd like to see you try. You cuck face fuck.
Yeah,
14-year-old.
He was young though. I actually texted him the next day.
All right.
From my personal number because I have like a special number, like a different SIM, and then it stays at the studio. And the next day, my girlfriend was like, "Yo, you need to text this kid." Yeah, and I texted him. I was like, "Hey, are you alive?"
What did he send you back?
He left me on red for like, all right, he didn't get back to me for like 2 days, and then he got back to me. He goes, "Yeah." But I haven't followed up.
Good for you, dude.
I haven't followed up in like 4 months.
Do that. If anyone ever texts you, said, "Hey, are you?"
Dude, I've had some.
Did you kill yourself? Just it was funny just to leave him on red. Dude, I've had some
fucking crazy. A couple weeks ago, this guy called in from Canada, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in the Navy," and he calls in. He gives his full name, and he goes, "My name's like whatever
Army number."
No, he goes like because he's probably used to it. That's how they just are in the Army. So he gives his full name, and he's like, whatever, corporal, blah blah blah. Canadian military, and he's like, he worked in a sub, and he's like, we listen to the podcast, Boyscast, and the sub and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And he's fucking, people drink and call into the show. It's become like a drinking show, I guess, because it's a Tuesday night too. And then I finished the show and I checked my voicemails, and I have like voicemails from this guy being like, hey man, so yeah, I left my name. Can you just delete all of that, please? Like, can you please delete that whole? And I can't, right? Like, I can't delete on YouTube like a live video. You can't just like edit it out because then you lose the whole chat. Like if you make any edits in the YouTube editor, it takes away the whole chat, and people like the chat. So I was like,
in post, people like the chat.
Yeah. People go and they watch the chat afterwards and they like it. So
interesting.
And so then I bleeped it out in the audio. So if you listen to it, you won't hear his name.
Oh, you can edit it somehow.
But also like, what kind of fucking? And he's like, dude, I could lose my pension. I'm like, first off, I'm like, 5,000, 10,000 people listen to the show. It's like, I doubt they're going to hear about it at the fucking Navy. And
the Pentagon.
Canadian Navy is going to catch wind of this or whatever. And he didn't even say anything that crazy. He was just like trying to be safe. And then like, I was getting more messages. I didn't call him back because I was just like, there's nothing I can do. I did what I could do, which is I did bleep it out anywhere I could. But people are wild.
So watch that episode. See if you can discover
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Go through it. You'll see some bleeping, but it's not very good.
No, if you watch it live on YouTube, you'll hear the name.
Yeah. And then leave comments with his name. Really highlight his name. Really
find his.
Really fuck Danny and this guy over.
Well, he wouldn't fuck me over. Like I'd feel bad, but I'm like, dude, would you ever?
Wouldn't rock me one bit, dude. I'd sleep like a baby knowing that you lost your pension. Sleep like a fucking baby. Danny doesn't give a fuck.
I do give a fuck, man.
This is the game, dude. Sorry,
dude.
Go tell your kids why you're a loser.
I literally went and fucking bleeped out his name, but I'm like, dude, imagine calling into a show that the whole point too is people call in. It's like anonymous, right?
Yes.
It's like you call in. A lot of times I'm like, what's your name? People are like, I don't want to give my name. Dude, one guy called in 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, my fucking wife died a year ago. He's like, I have 3 kids, and so I hired this nanny. I need to get one of those.
You gotta get yourself.
That's honestly what I'm missing. That is exactly what I'm missing.
It's pretty solid. You can just borrow this one.
Yeah, but if the guy calls in live, he goes, my wife died. I go,
oh, no.
What else you got?
Go say it again. So we got a phone call. I'll call on line one. Who's talking?
Hey, it's I don't really want to give my name.
That's fine. Please, what have you got to say?
Yeah, so my wife died of cancer 12 months ago.
that all right?
Yeah.
What else can we do? Wait, look.
And I have 3 kids, and I just. I gotta get one of these.
I got 2 crowd ones. I got 2 woos.
I like the sitcom crowd.
Oh yeah, then I got this one random.
Is this when you have like the non-whites come into the show? You can play this for them. The one time that happened.
Yeah, and I got this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one makes you think you're actually safe. It's a dud.
No, that's what it is. Yeah, I guess you. Bang. That one's just for bringing the podcast to a screeching halt. Because sometimes like someone will be saying something, I go, wait, no, and then they just look at you, and I'm like,
a nice little reset.
Well, we try not to take ourselves too seriously here at the Colum Tyrrell Podcast.
You cannot.
Brought to you by Sheet Underwear. Whoa, we have to bring the podcast to a screeching halt right now because I am getting sponsored by Sheet Underwear. Look at his hat. I'm wearing a hat. Does anyone notice that when they're watching this episode? Hey, look at Colum in the hat. Give me a free hat. I will wear it. But Sheet Underwear don't only do hats. They have reinvented the back sack and crack game. People's nuts were a certain way. There's a common comment when especially with female comedians, they're about like, men be saying women pussy smell bad. Men be saying women pussy smell bad. You ever smell a man junk? Man, that smell like vinegar on the 4th of July. Wow, yeah. I ain't putting that shit in my mouth. Your balls ain't going in my mouth. You nasty. That's what they say, right?
Oh, you nasty.
But it's gone now. That is now a joke of the past because of Sheet Underwear has changed an entire genre of comedy. It's irrelevant because everyone's nuts and their dicks smell good. And the reason that is thanks to Sheet's patented segregation system in their underwear. Your cock goes one way, your balls go another way. They never touch. There's no sweat. There's no pool. You never get a pool of nut sweat anymore. If you want to buy Sheet Underwear, and I only wear Sheet Underwear, go to sheetunderwear.com. Use the promo code Collie. That's COLLIE, and you get 20% off your first order. And I promise you will be fucking ordering every week for the rest of your life because Sheet Underwear are the only underwear that I wear, all my friends wear. Even girls pretending they have cocks will wear them. So go to sheetunderwear.com. Use the promo code Collie and get 20% off your first order. Also, if you are not satisfied with Sheet Underwear, they will give you 100% of your money back guaranteed. Don't forget, use the promo code Collie. All right, enjoy the rest of the show.
No, you're gonna do a hit there? No. But anyways, he's like, so I hired a nanny because I have 3 young children, and he's like, I work 14 hours a day, every day, and all that shit. And he goes, I hired this nanny to help me, and I pay her $2,000 a month, and I give her a car, and she lives at the house. And anyways, he's like, she's been blowing me every day for the last month. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Wow.
He's like, I don't really want to do it anymore.
Oh, he just want to get blown.
No, he doesn't. He's like, I'd come home and she'd just take care of the kids, and then we'd watching movies and stuff, and then she'd come closer, and then all of a sudden she's just fucking giving me head every day. And he's like, he's like, I'm worried because he's like, I want to cut it off. Because he's like, it's not appropriate. He's like 40 or something. She's like 23. Everyone in the comics is like, yo, what is the fucking problem here? Everybody's like, what is the problem?
Hello. Who is she? Give me her number. I'll pretend to have kids.
Yeah. But everybody's like, so what's the problem here? And he's just like, he feels guilty. His wife just died.
I know.
And he's getting fucking gummers from the nanny that he pays, and he's like, if I cut it off, I'm worried that she'll be mean to the kids and stuff.
Or she'll tell her dad. She'll tell her parents.
Her parents.
Yeah, her parents come down.
Yeah.
She'll beat them up.
A lot of problems there.
You can't dome off 23-year-old. Your wife just died. You're not even fucking her. It seems like a solid little. Listen.
I mean, dude,
don't look at gift horse.
The whole comments was that.
Just don't. You're overthinking it, bro. You're overthinking it. Just keep going.
I mean, I don't ever think you see the mouth for the gift horse.
Yeah.
Gift whore.
Gift whore. Yeah. Don't look at gift whore in the mouth.
Correct.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, but there's lots of them. People call them crazy shit.
Yeah. I've always found though. So I used to do Lev's podcast. You know Lev Leon? Lev Fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lev.
Lev Leon. He used to have a dating podcast.
Yeah.
Called Young Daddy.
Yeah, I remember. I think I did it once. Oh yeah, we did it once. Yeah, that was when he was. I think he wasn't allowed to do that once he went over 300 pounds. You know,
what's that? They said boo, boo, XL Daddy, Young Fat Daddy.
Young Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy.
Yeah. I did
Fat
that.
Daddy's actually a good little podcast name. Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy's funny.
Yeah.
Young Daddy's gay.
Yeah, Young Daddy.
And it was Young spelled Y-U-N.
I think it was, yeah.
To really get the urban fucking
well,
kids
he's like,
involved.
he's a full,
Tried to sell
he's
it
a
to
real
some
young fuckboy.
Yeah. But he just fluked his way into that life.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, but he just became friends with these two comedians, or one comedian that had a dating podcast, so he was like regular on there. So they were like, you should start a dating podcast. So he was like, okay. And he's like 22, never had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, we're going to read another question here. We got Marie, 58, from Nebraska, says that she's in a loveless marriage and it feels like she's throwing the rest of her life away.
Her pelvic floor has collapsed and she's wondering how to spice things up in the bedroom.
And then he goes, okay. And then Lev's answering this like he has a fucking clue.
I know.
He's never been outside of fucking like 2 states in his life. He doesn't have a driver's license. And he's there going, okay, here's the thing with relationships. Communication is key. You go, what do you know about that?
Yeah.
You don't know fucking anything.
The best too is he torpedoed his whole podcast because he started being like, you know what? Trump's not that bad. Like he literally did that. Like 2 years ago, he started just being like, you know what? This Trump guy is not that bad. And his whole audience is like, what?
Here's the thing what happened was, and I love Lev, and Lev's like worst qualities are also his like best winning qualities because he's not self-aware at all. Mm-hmm. So he would just put himself in situations where he's like, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
So he was 22 years old telling housewives how to fucking, spice things up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Like and he was like shamelessly going, yeah, I know the answer.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I will say that a lot of times, that's not real expertise, but I mean,
no, he has not.
Yeah, no expertise.
It's just buzzwords and confidence and whatever.
Yeah. But you know what? People like that shit. But yeah, the whole
they do.
The heel turn of being like a big Trump guy to them was.
I know. Yeah. Well, the thing is, he fell out of the dating thing, and all these bitches would be writing in going, you said the word retarded, so I'm not going to pay for the picture. And so unfortunately, he cultivated the culture of retards listening to his podcast, and they didn't like being called.
That's okay. They didn't. But that's okay.
Yeah. So then he was like, I'm gonna be the thinker guy. And Lev's also he's an idiot, right?
Yeah.
So he's not the thinker guy either. He doesn't have the hot points.
Yeah. Well, I actually bill my show as a bad advice show.
Perfect.
So it's like it's specifically bad advice. So if I give you good advice, then that's just a
you're lucky.
bonus.
Yeah, but don't hold me to it.
No.
He goes, so she left me, and you go, well, that was not the point. I'm sorry. Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then I guess he rebranded. He was all like, "Fuck," whatever. He was like, "Trump's not bad."
Yeah.
And then all these
Lev Fair Ultra MAGA Hour.
It was crazy. Yeah. And now he's just back to having a regular podcast, which I just did. The Lev Fair Show, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I did it too.
Just bullshit talking and hanging out, giggling.
His ridiculous producer.
His retarded producer.
His producer is honestly. I did the second one. No, you guys are done. Not you guys at all.
No,
dude, his producer. I literally go. Okay, so
I want you to know, just so you know. Actually, we'll tell you this, and this will be fun. I showed up, and this is going to be on to Fonzie now going forward. Lev Fair's fucking producer he has show notes ready.
They're terrible.
No. Listen. But better than nothing.
No, they weren't better than nothing.
And they give you like a bio of the guest. So
dude,
next time. If Danny was on, you would have this bio for me. So I'd be like,
you need my bio?
It says here it says here you're from Vancouver. Is that correct?
No.
Fonzie, you idiot.
Dude, his fucking
you made me look a fool.
His like I like the kid, he's nice, Ben, right? But like
whatever.
He met him like Ben worked
around.
at like an investment bank, and then he's like, I want to do comedy, quit. And then so he's like, he's producer, and so I get there and I go, Lev, like he doesn't know how to use, he doesn't own a computer.
Oh.
And he goes, so I'm like, so he doesn't do any of the tech stuff? I'm like, what does he produce? And he goes, oh, well, he wrote all these like desk jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like the worst.
They are bad, yeah.
Really bad. And then, but Lev was reading them.
But I thought they were supposed to be bad. And then they were like, no, they're supposed to be good. And I was like, oh, well, that's obviously not good, though. I was like, I thought they were like corny, shitty jokes.
No, he doesn't have the capacity to.
Let's get off the Lev.
Yeah.
The Lev
You're the one who got us on there.
I did bring it up. You are gay. You are gay.
I've been.
Have you been gay?
I have monkeypox.
Is that from being gay?
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Where you get monkeypox?
Yeah, how'd you get monkeypox?
It's a literally plague on the gay community.
Is it? I thought you were joking.
Basically, no.
It's like AIDS?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Yeah, you know everything. You know everything.
No, it's not literally only, but it's
mostly
highly prevalent in the gay community.
Why? From anal sex?
Yeah. I don't know why lesbians don't get it. I guess because they don't do penetration. They don't even touch each other, I guess. But
they don't have sex.
Yeah, they don't have sex. There's the whole lesbian bed death, if you've ever heard of that.
No.
So that's a thing in lesbians where they have this thing. You can look it up.
There's a thing in lesbians. You click open, you'll find it.
So I'm a big connoisseur of lesbian pornography, right?
You are.
And so I know a lot of... No, I'm not. But I had a friend whose sister was gay, and she told me it's called... I agree. It should be illegal. And then...
it should be a little bit louder, just so you know. Really get the oomph in there.
The oomph.
Just so you know.
Yeah. But no, it's called lesbian bed death, I guess, because it's not exciting to have lesbian sex.
Women hate fucking.
Yeah, and then when they get together, they just become friends.
That's why you gotta take it. You just gotta take it.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
What, lesbians become friends?
No, they just like relationships, just like this, the sex kind of dies out and they just become kind of friends.
That's fair enough.
And they just don't.
Pussy goes stale.
Yeah.
It's not actually a man thing.
And imagine there's two of them.
This is the thing, is that women are always like, oh, why did my boyfriend stop fucking me? He's cheating on me. It's because pussy goes stale.
Pussy do be going stale.
Pussy do be going stale.
Yeah.
So it does be.
And
it does be going stale.
Yeah.
And so it's not actually a male thing. It's actually, even females, even lesbians, like, ugh.
Yeah, well, they're just like, I don't know.
A dick is never exciting.
Not to, comment on their,
horrible
lifestyle or whatever. But it just seems like it's just not as... It's obviously not as fun as gay male sex. Because gay male sex, you might get monkeypox.
Yes.
You might get a plague.
Dude,
right now.
There's like 8 guys. There's no guys. It's like
is there
so many things.
Is there an 8-chick lesbian orgy? Is that something that happens?
Everyone's just like
yeah, right. It doesn't.
It's almost like holding hands in a circle, like they're all just fingering each other like that. Just like there's some
look,
2-handing right there like this.
I'm not
in a circle.
I'm not gay, which is usually what prefaces the gayest thing you'll ever hear.
I'm not gay. But come in my mouth, I'm not complaining.
But I might rather watch an 8-guy orgy than an 8-girl orgy.
Just the lifestyle of it.
Just seems funner. I don't know.
You know what's fun? You know what's... Do you ever talk to a gay guy and you're always like, how many people have you slept with? And they're like, well, what's slept? What's they don't even...
Yeah,
it's like,
Yeah, you seem like a fucking prude. You're like the biggest prude of all time.
Yeah, they just go, what do you mean? It's like, first of all, I would have lost count in the when I was 19. I would have, because they don't count. They don't mean like for a guy getting a blowjob off a chick and nothing else. For them, that's like, oh, I didn't fuck her.
Yeah,
so it doesn't like it's not sex.
It's nothing. We never even met.
Whereas gay guys are just like whatever, touching, poking, filling.
That's what I would be doing.
Lobbing, doing a little bit of lobbing.
But then the monkeypox.
Then the monkeypox shows up. Listen, it just happens every 20, 30 years. Something comes along just to kind of slow them down.
Yeah.
Just to slow down.
Well, I was joking about it, but they're on their second back-to-back plague.
Yes. What's the other one?
COVID. I mean, we all had COVID, but...
That wasn't gay. It wasn't
gay specific, but I'm saying they had to deal with COVID. And then right as COVID's winding down, they're like monkeypox. And Gay Pride was, 2 weeks ago? And
wow.
The fucking incubation period.
Oh my God. There's a guy in the Pentagon looking at the fucking boat. My God. We're about to see a monkeypox disaster like never before.
But we're like, remember when there was the fucking big biker rally and they go, oh, there's going to be a crazy wave of COVID. You're like, we're 1 week away theoretically from a huge monkeypox wave.
Yeah, but they said that about COVID constantly all the time, going, oh, next week it's going to be a big thing. Yeah. And it was like never really.
I mean, it's if you look at the monkeypox stats, they're cooking.
Well, I believe in monkeypox.
Yeah.
COVID was just a sort of a.
I mean, that one you're not hiding either, because that one, it's not like, I have a cough and I'll just ignore that I have COVID. These are like boils on your face.
Can we pull up
a pox?
Can you pull up a gay man with monkeypox?
Yeah,
please.
Maybe go to Pornhub.com.
Specifically gay man.
What? No, just do monkeypox. There you go.
Oh, monkeypox and gay men.
Dude, there was even a...
It's like, what is that?
It's a fucking plague, dude. This is
it's
from the Bible.
It is, really. There's only locusts all around Chelsea. Greenwich Village.
No, but there was a guy on... It's funny because they didn't want to stigmatize gay people, which I obviously understand, but it is...
Wait, it's like warts almost.
It's like boils.
And they pop?
It's pox.
Did they pop?
I don't think so.
So you just have warts, kind of.
Well, it's a pox. I think it's like chicken pox. It's like a pox.
But chicken pox is not
smallpox. It's a pox.
You're a pox.
Pox on my house.
Pox bottle. We used to call each other pox bottles in Ireland. He's a fucking pox bottle, that guy.
Pox bottle?
Yeah, a little pox.
Like POX? Like this?
Yeah, POX. Yeah, he's a pox bottle.
Oh.
Never heard that?
No.
All right, so that's a bottle of pox.
Yeah, it didn't make it to Canada.
It doesn't have to make sense. It's just a kind of.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we're a week away from all the gay pride related monkeypoxes.
How long does it take to get?
3 weeks.
So you catch it from
when you
unprotected anal sex.
But apparently
it's got to be unprotected.
No,
anal
so if
sex.
someone has one of these things and you have maybe a cut and you walk by them, say at a super packed gay pride parade or something, and you touch them, you can get it.
So if you're just yawning,
but it's not through the air like COVID.
It's got to be touched. It's got to be body to body.
Yeah, that's why lesbians don't get it.
Because they
touch each
back
other
off. Yeah, that's what.
Don't touch my overalls.
It's because they're wearing so many layers constantly. That's why you can't get down to them. It's July and they've got it. Love the lesbians here at the Colum Tyrrell Podcast.
Yeah, we do.
We were talking about the Pharma, bro, today.
Pharma, yeah, Shkreli. We're trying to get him on our podcast.
Nice.
So the guy who I told you about the chairs, that's Martin Shkreli's best friend.
Okay.
His actual best friend, in life. He's the guy who
they both grew up in Sheepshead Bay, just
if you see
conning old people out of whatever.
If Martin Shkreli, if you look at the photos of from whatever the Guardian or whatever newspaper, when they're the day he got out of jail, it's with my photo with my buddy Ed. Ed's the guy who went and picked him up. I like him. The more I've been watching some of his live streams, and we have a group chat with him, but he doesn't really chat in it too much.
Shkreli?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're trying to get him on the podcast, and he said he was going to do it, and then I think he realizes he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just going to be a streamer. He's probably streaming live on YouTube right now.
He's always streaming.
But he's doing Excel spreadsheets and stuff. He's all just doing financial analysis.
Yeah, I saw a clip of him talking about stealing someone's girlfriend or something. I wasn't sure if it was ironic or whatever.
No, he's a funny guy though.
Yeah, I years ago, right when he was at his most famous and everyone hated him, I was working at a bar and he was in the bar. He was on a date with some chick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of guys saw him, they were all finance guys, and they saw him, and he was leaving with the chick, and one of them was like, "Are you Martin Shkreli or whatever?" And he was like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "You're a fucking dickhead" or something. I don't know what he said, but he walked off down the and the guy called him a dickhead when he left. Or something, and then Martin came back up, and there was these 7 guys, and he went up. He's like, "What did you just say?" He fucking stuck it to them. And I don't know what.
If you watch it,
he's a little pipsqueak bitch, right? You know what I mean? I know you like him, but he is.
Yeah, I always look. But if you watch it, I mean, Johnny's right here.
He's a little bit bigger than Johnny, right?
Yeah. So, but he talks about all these stories about in prison, and he's like, "I'm more of a badass now because I was in jail."
Yeah, I saw some fake story about him not knowing what Maricone meant or something.
Oh yeah, that was a joke. No, because he posts real jokes.
This old school jokes. It's old school. My wife came into. He goes, a Chinaman walks in and he says, a black man walks past the fishmonger. He says, "Good morning, ladies. Martin Shkreli. I'm in Vegas all week." But he left. You know what happened was that this was right during the trial of all whatever. I don't even know what he got arrested for. Insider trading or
it was some sort of
fraud bullshit. Yeah. Well, it's all fraud. You're just not supposed to get caught. And he just had too much heat on him.
Dude, he
said the problem is he was too much of a cunt.
Dude, he straight up said that all his bullshit, on tweeting and the Hillary Clinton stuff, he's doubled his sentence, just being a piece of shit publicly.
Yeah, just being a piece of shit.
His lawyer was like, "Yo, if you would have just said nothing this whole time and just not fucking really leaned into this all, you would have got your sentence."
They all played a game. He just really fucking.
No, he just thought he was invincible. He's like, "They're not putting me in jail for anything. There's no way."
Yeah, and then they
doubled his fucking sentence. Dude, he said someone go get. He's like, "I'll pay $5,000 for a lock of Hillary Clinton's hair." During his trial, he tweeted that, and they go, "Okay, you got to go to jail right now."
That's crazy.
He's like, it was a joke.
But that day he left his wallet on the table when he left with the chick, and I remember just picking up some wallet, and then I was like, "Martin Shkreli," and then he had all his cards, all his shit, and I always just I just left it there, and then 20 minutes later he came back in going whatever. But I should have taken photos and drained his account while he was in prison. For you, AIDS victims.
I think the government did that.
Did they? Did they take all his money? What happens? They freeze up your accounts?
I think they took a lot of his shit.
I feel like there was some value there.
I think it was $30 million they took from him or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always regretted not doing something with his bank details.
Yeah.
I could have found someone on the dark web.
His phone number?
No.
You could do something now.
Is he Jewish?
No, he's
why does he look that way?
Albanian.
Oh yeah, Albanian?
Yeah, I think he's Albanian. I honestly like him. I didn't know much about him, and then I watched the Pharma Bro movie, which
it's mostly about who he bought these patents.
So about how he bought this patent or whatever, but he's like, we were giving it. It's just a loophole, but he's like, because in his mind, he's like, because I'm charging so much to these fucking insurance companies. And he's like, who likes insurance companies? Like, you have a softball sort of fucking insurance company. So he's like, yeah, we're gouging insurance companies, but we take this money to like develop like new drugs that we can fight cancer in kids. So like that's where that money's going to. It's not going in my pocket. Like I'm going to like develop new drugs. And then if you can't afford it, then he's like, we'll give it to you for free, like, because it's so crazy. But then this one guy who had HIV was like, I tried to get it and it was like a hassle, even though he did eventually get it, but it's not easy. So yeah, it's definitely not like some shady shit for sure.
I'll watch it. You know what? I'm a big fan of any content guys out there. We're all in the same business.
We're in the content.
Listen, telling you, just getting your name out there is such a hard thing.
Do you want to
in
splash
this
this hot coffee in your face? That's a good piece of content.
If you splash me with coffee,
hot coffee,
I'll fucking splash you with cold coffee.
Yeah, but that's good content.
the coffee fight. Yeah, and we were talking earlier. There was a guy going insane. I don't know who he is in New York comedy right
Hunter
now.
Biden.
There's Hunter Biden. Yeah, Hunter Biden. What do you know about Hunter Biden?
He's the son of the President of the United States of America. He's got a fucking nice piece on him.
He has a big dick?
Oh, yeah. He loves just banging escorts and smoking crack. There's a video of him weighing up 3/4 of an ounce of crack.
Yeah.
And he's so cooked. He's so fucked up. He goes, this was 2 grams. I go, no, the decimal point. One place over 20 grams, dude. It's a fat sack of crack.
That was a fat sack of crack.
That's a lot of crack.
Yeah. If you see the video, it's like 20.7. And then the escort's going, I weighed it, it's 2.7. And he goes, no, it's not, it's 2.8. Or something. And they're like, you're both wrong. You're both living.
Unreliable.
I don't know.
Addicts.
That's what I was like. I don't know what crack terminology is. I don't know if they just shorten it. I don't know if in crack they don't bother.
No, he's just so fucked up. And there's like, he goes down the slide. He's like all naked in the slide, going down the slide.
I did not see that. Can we Google a naked slide?
Fucking 4chan.
Google Hunter Biden naked slide, because I gotta see this right now.
Oh, I mean, dude, go Hunter Biden just on Twitter. It's like the 4chan hack is crazy. The fact that now, not only after the laptop, but like he made his password so hackable that they just like hacked his whole iCloud.
They just know that his passwords are easy.
Well, they hacked him.
Well, what they said was earlier, well, I still disagree. I refuse to believe this is true, that the guy who got into the laptop originally said that, what was his password? Fonzie, remember? What was it? Eats pussy. Anal,
dude, they released
anal
porn.
fuck 69.
Dude, I believe that.
There's no way that was the password.
They released his
There's
porn.
no way.
I get honestly,
any human.
Watch all his shit. He's like banging escorts and smoking crack his whole life.
I know, he's a legend. I love him. I love the Bidens. The Bidens are my homies, man. Honestly, every day more and more stuff comes out.
Dude,
where I'm
I
like,
would love to race you with fucking Hunter Biden.
I'd rip it with both of them. I'd rip it with him. I'd rip it with Joe. Me and Joe would have a nice conversation about elves or something. I don't know what the fuck. Here we go. So he's jogging up this. He's completely naked. Oh,
you missed it.
It's all right. You can go back to the beginning. Here we
go. There you go. Just going down a nice little slide.
This is our president's
This
eldest.
is the president of the United States' son.
His current eldest, right? The other one died.
Yeah, the other one died.
Of what? Cancer, was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, so this is a cock out. Oh. Hey! He's a good time. Good time, Charlie, man.
Yeah. Control it, man.
Hey, man. And he sounds exactly like
he sounds just like his dad.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Holy shit, that crack's strong, man.
Yeah. I just got a notification on my phone. It said a presidential alert, just a emergency
He's
thing.
cleaning his crack.
Alert. I don't know. It was just a test. Emergency something test.
On your phone? He's trying to fluff it out because it's getting a little small in the pool.
That's what it said.
You don't have any signal.
We can't.
That's what it
you
told
can't.
me.
You can't have this on. We gotta not have this.
yeah, you're gonna have to blur that out. For sure.
Do me a favor, blur that.
You're gonna have to blur out
and be a
president's son's cock for your podcast.
Because of the fucking censorship in this country, you can't show the president's son's cock on YouTube anymore. I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
I thought we were allowed to show your son's penis for everyone on monetize it.
Yeah,
but dude, be careful, because we got a lot of comments the last time when Ari Shaffir got naked. There was a lot of comments going, we can see his dick and balls, and so just be a little.
Yeah. I mean, there's no post production process.
What?
I went frame by frame.
Did you?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Dude,
I mean,
they were lying. Yeah. Damn it! I trust all the comments always.
How many times do you think he fucking rubbed one out when he had to do that editing?
The thing? Well, he
so you had to sit at Ari's cock for like 2 hours.
You know what he did though? He brought he usually just works here, but he's like, I'm just gonna edit this one at home. he goes, I'm gonna bring these files with me home.
Yeah, is that cool?
Is that okay? Yeah. So Hunter Biden, I like the Bidens, man. I like Joe. He's like endearing. He's just an old idiot. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's.
Oh, and you see that this is one of the. Sorry to cut you off. This is one of the other things is that. I think there was a leak that his Hunter or Joe Biden's nickname was Pete something. That was like the name he used as an alias. And then in Hunter Biden's phone, his name for his dad was Pedo Pete. Like, go search Pedo Pete on Twitter. It's like a huge hashtag right now because fucking his name is Pedo Pete.
But his dad doesn't have any pedophilia.
Yeah, well, everybody's always smelling kids' fucking necks and kissing them. And I'm not going as far as saying he's a. But I'm just saying,
off.
His own son.
Fuck off. Right?
We
can't just be calling any old man a pedo.
No.
Because he likes to sniff little girls.
No.
He just likes to smell them.
Peter. But like, if you actually look, that's in the laptop or the whatever, or the iCloud. That's the name of Pedo Pete, not Peter. I think it's Pedo Pete. But it's actually like Pedo Pete is in the fucking...
How many siblings are there? Was there just 2?
I think there's 2 and 1 died. Bo died.
Of what?
I think something cancer.
Brain cancer?
Yeah.
All right. Do we believe that? Or was that a hit? Did he know too much?
I believe that.
Yeah. So, sad family. He used to be, like, well coherent, Joe, because he always talked...
he's 80.
He always talked kind of retarded, like, but, like, that was... Like,
well, he said he has a stutter.
Yeah, but that's kind of his style.
Could you imagine being so mean to any other 80-year-old on Earth?
Yeah, of course. But, like, look, dude...
Like, falls off a bike, you fucking old piece of shit. You fell off a bike.
You dumbass old bitch. Yeah. Look at you reading the wrong
thing. Any 80-year-old would be like, oh, God, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, God, he doesn't know who to shake hands with. He doesn't know who to shake hands with, the idiot.
Although his teleprompter thing the other day was
so funny.
Like with the fucking...
Can we get that up? Actually, let's watch that. Because it's like just old school classic comedy. They did it in Anchorman. They did it in Anchorman. It's still funny.
And then the transcript.
It's like a dad joke that I do if I'm at karaoke. Mm-hmm. When the music kind of like stops for a bit and it says instrumental, I will sing instrumental. I go instrumental or whatever. And it's like a funny, silly, stupid dad joke. And then look at her. She's angry because she's up. She's just sunlight. She's cranky during the daytime because she's a vampire or something.
Yeah, she's not. She's actually worse than him, to be honest.
She is.
Like her interviews, you're like, what are you talking about?
I don't know what happened.
Her interviews are fucking like nonsense,
dude.
Way more than him.
Actually, can we pull this one up? And I only saw it, and it happened a while ago, where they interviewed a bunch of kids, and it turns out, and the kids were talking about how the Biden administration helped them, and it turns out they were all actors pretending they hired a bunch of kids to act
crisis actors.
They weren't crisis actors, but they needed to put out this new thing, and I swear to God, it was a while ago. The White House, and it was Kamala Harris was interviewing these kids, and they were telling them,
Kamala,
sorry. Kamala was talking to them, and they were telling them all about how...
I thought it was Biden, you were saying.
It was the White House, anyway, the White House administration. And then it turns out then that one of the parents released the contract afterwards with their son. Like, the son was paid to just lie about every single thing. And they're sitting there talking about how the diversity has been helping everything. And it's like, these are all just kids who are just hired for a marketing campaign. It's one of the funniest fucking things.
I don't put that past politicians.
But it was the funniest thing for them. Look. Actors didn't pose as students in Biden college.
You've been snoped, pal.
I guess.
You just got snoped.
False. No pay like the college confirmed only a handful of students were invited to visit, and several others told the Associated Press that they saw no fake students there. I'm not sure if this is the right one, because it wouldn't have even been college. It was kids. It was like kids.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll look that up again. We'll figure it out. What were we watching before that?
Hunter Biden's cock.
No, it was Joe Biden reading the thing with Kamala.
Oh yeah.
But did she become illiterate? Did she or whatever? No,
she's just not very like on the moment. She says nothing.
Even when she used to be doing this, I'm talking. Remember, and then that became like the movement of women. I'm speaking. Okay, and she went.
Okay, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
against him, right?
It wasn't. Was it against him?
Yeah, because it was like the Democratic primary.
Might have been.
It's a quote now from the majority. Women are not without electoral or political power. It is noteworthy that the percentage of women who register to vote and cast a ballot is consistently higher than the percentage of the men who do so. End of quote. Repeat the line. Women are not without electoral and or political.
You know what the best do is they come out with transcripts of these, right? And then they change the transcripts so that like that wasn't a prompt, that was in fact part of it. Like they switch it up enough so they go, no, that was the line.
Oh, okay.
He did read the line. Okay. He didn't fuck it up.
So when they release it, they go, no, we wrote that in.
Yeah, we wrote that was part of it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because obviously the team of writers who wrote this speech probably for a week decided that would be the best thing. Pause for laughter. Whatever was in there.
Repeat the line.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Kamala, she's not listening at all. She's just, or Kamala, whatever her fucking name is. Can we press play? She doesn't even react. She just like, her eyes go a little bit.
Or political majority rights, and I quote.
Oh, yes, that's it.
Well. Apparent error. See, that's why nobody trusts the news, because they go apparent error. It's obvious error.
It's not
an apparent error. It's an obvious error.
If it's not an error, someone needs to get killed. Like, that's crazy that they would like decide that this would be the best. Let's fucking shoehorn in an error just to make
repeat the line.
I love it though.
Apparent error?
I love it. You know what? Bush was a fucking bumbling retard too, and he would make fun of it. Like Bush, he would walk into a glass door or whatever, and he'd go, oh, and then he would just go, I'm fucking George Bush. I'm an idiot. I'm a big retarded cowboy. And everyone's like, I like this guy.
Do you know who Rob Ford is? The mayor of Toronto. Go pull up this video. This is one of the greatest. Go pull up Rob Ford. Like walks into camera. This is one of the funniest things. He was the mayor of Toronto. He was addicted to crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
I know the crack.
The crack mayor from Toronto. And there's this video of him. It's one of the funniest things where he's trying to get away. It's just like Rob Ford, like camera. Just like search that on YouTube. And he's trying to get away from this like scrum of reporters, and he just like turns a corner. Just like smack. Right into this fucking camera. This right here. Yeah, here we go. So good.
Sir, what do you think of what you've heard this far? What do you think of what you heard so far?
No, it's open to debate. There's people that are for it and people that are against it. That's why we're having it. Excuse me, guys.
Oh, to the face! Oh, my face! To the dome, dude. That one was a rough one.
Yeah.
That was a rough one. That wasn't funny.
It was like he had the craziest scandal too. There was like a fucking leaked tape while he's mayor of Toronto, leaked video of him smoking crack with these like gangbangers.
Wasn't he DMing a kid or something too? Or no?
He wasn't. No,
was
he
that
wasn't.
Someone else.
No.
Someone else was DMing.
No, he was like, dude.
There was another crack guy who was DMing like a 15-year-old or something.
Well, Marion Barry was the original crack mayor.
Was he the original?
He was
crack
Washington
mayor?
D.C. He got like arrested like doing a big drug buy or something.
How'd you even get into crack? Like I don't know what that.
He was
getting into heroin is pretty easy. Like anyone can just like hurt their back, and next thing you know, you're on opioids. Or whatever, right. But getting into crack seems like who are you hanging out with?
That's a good question, actually. I think he kind of always was in drugs, and then he was big into.
He was always in drugs.
No, he was. His family was like notorious, like huge, like weed dealers. Him and his brother in the 70s. Okay. And his brother is currently the premier of Ontario.
That's this guy.
This guy's dead. He was the mayor of Toronto.
He's dead now.
He's dead now. He
died of crack.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah. But
again, another cancer? I don't know. Seems a little bit of a coincidence.
A little bit fishy.
That two people have died of cancer. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Just trying to figure it out.
But they were fucking there's like he took this photo with these three kids and they all wound up dead. Wow. And like cold cases, there's like three like gangbanger kids. But I think he was a football coach. He was the mayor, but he loved football, and so I think he like met all these like underprivileged youth through that, and then somehow got into smoking crack. I don't know.
Hey, cool, what's going on? Oh, doing a bit of crack? Give me a bit of that.
Yeah,
let's see what else you old guys doing.
Give the old guy some crack.
He's just hanging out with a bunch of black kids, doing crack. Yeah. Well. It's fun. Like politics is fun when they're just like, hey. I'm fucking.
Well, he wasn't. He was
like,
denying it. That's the whole problem. Is they were like, yo, did you smoke crack? He's like, no, I've never smoked crack. And then when it finally came that he was finally busted, and like there was this video and all this stuff, and then he goes, all right, ask me the question again. They go, He goes, have you ever smoked crack? And he goes, because he goes, they asked him, do you smoke crack? And he goes, no, I do not smoke crack. Right? They go, do you smoke crack? He goes, no, I do not smoke crack. And he goes, ask me the question again. He goes, have you ever smoked crack? He goes, yeah, maybe like one time in a drunken stupor, I smoked some crack.
Yeah. Everyone smoked a lot of shit to accidentally smoke some crack.
Yeah, but there was
I know lots of people who say they've accidentally smoked crack.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, some guy offers them to smoke something and they're like,
out of a glass stem?
Yeah, you might think it's weed. I smoked DMT from a crack pipe.
That's true. I did it as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
And it's kind of cool when you go in, it's like, to the bodega, you're like, have you got this
crack
thing?
pipe?
And he's like, no. He's looking at me and goes, no. Pats me down.
He's trying to be like, yo, you don't want to smoke crack. Have you ever smoked crack?
No. It's just coke, right?
Nah, there's, I guess, some other stuff in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was just...
Apparently it's way different.
It is?
Well, you're willing to throw your whole life away for that.
Crack?
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it and be fine.
Yeah.
I feel like the people that throw their life away just don't have the willpower that I have.
Maybe.
I feel like they are
It's
lazy.
possible, yeah.
They're lazy and they sponge off society.
Yeah.
And they don't...
Hunter Biden.
Exactly. And they don't have my grit and determination to just do these drugs a few times.
Yeah.
Regularly for the rest of my life. That's the way because they're all addicted. I just like to do it all the time.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Crack's the one where I go, Danny, you will not smoke crack.
Danny, you shall not.
You shall not.
Every day you go, Danny, Daddy, don't do it.
The first thing I do when I wake up in the mirror, I go, not today.
6 o'clock comes around and go, God damn it, I love some crack. It's a long day. You know, one of those long days where it's just been stressful and you just want to go home, kick your shoes off and smoke some crack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I had
just a little
this guy used to live, when I was in college, this guy used to live in my apartment building in college. He was like older. He's like in his 40s or whatever. And he was like a total functioning crack addict.
Yeah.
Like he managed like a warehouse during the day, this like parts warehouse, but he would on the weekends, the shit that would go on.
He'd just be cracked out.
Yeah, and like, dude, the craziest people coming by, and like, literally, you know, you go up the stairs one day and there's blood like everywhere because like some weird crack thing happened, and there's blood everywhere.
Just one of those crack things, you know.
It was like, you know, you'd have to like kick the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
In the stairwell of the apartment building, you're like, it was all a lot.
It's crazy when you get to a point when you realize that the world is full of functioning addicts, right? Because like when you're like a kid and you think of this, it's always just the worst case. Some guy in the gutter, he's begging for money. It's like, and then you go, oh, like everyone in a bank is addicted to heroin.
Yeah,
you know, it's like regularly. If you go to Chase, someone who works there has just shit their pants,
probably
because of their heroin addiction.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn.
Cocaine or
whatever
pills,
it is.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Although cocaine, again, they glamorize it. It's like some guy who sells cars, some used sales guy just ripping lines going, what you need is this car. I don't know. Like, I don't know anyone who does that.
No, it's I think like invest lawyers and stuff. They're just using it to stay awake.
Are they doing coke though to be like, I gotta close this deal today. I'm gonna fucking rip some lines.
No, it's just to stay awake and just read more documents.
I feel like that would just like someone comes in to buy a car. I'm like, well, what type of car do you need? And they're like, so like, chill out, dude.
I don't want this.
Yeah, it's just to get through that boring.
Yeah, or just like fucking stay awake 20 hours. Although I feel like, you know, Adderall will do that.
Yeah, who needs coke when you got prescription?
A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people do.
You do a lot of Adderall?
I got a prescription for it like 6 months ago, just because I wanted to try it. And in America, it's such a great country where you can just like click on a button on some website and they'll just give you one.
Just go,
and I did it.
I've got a unibrow. Please subscribe me to whatever. Please give me whatever drugs I want.
I got so not accustomed to it. What's the word? Like my tolerance got so high.
Accumulated?
Oh yeah. Like where I took them, I was like, this does nothing anymore. Like after like a week.
Yeah, with Adderall?
Yeah.
I never did it. Yeah, I tried it. I've tried it, and it made me more like sporadic and shit like that. Because I guess I've got ADHD, but like I just whatever.
Yeah,
I just let it ride.
Doesn't help me focus.
But it doesn't. No, because I'll be just like I'll focus on a million things for a little bit. I'm just like constantly walking around my house.
Yeah,
I do Adderall, and then I clean stuff, but I clean every single part of the house slowly. Like I'll pick up something. I'm like, oh, that sock should be in the bedroom, and then I get to the bedroom. I go, that coffee cup should be in the kitchen, and I get to the kitchen. And I go, that knife should be, that bloody knife should be hidden in the attic. Then I get to the attic, and I go, oh, that child taped tied to the.
That
to the radiator.
Child shouldn't be there.
That child tied to the radiator should be given some water. And then I go down to the kitchen again. And then I just slowly walking around, you know, the house. Just the usual, the Adderall.
You have an attic.
I do have an attic in this. No.
Oh.
No, not anymore.
I was going to say that's...
No, I don't. I don't.
Seem like a very New York
do not show
thing.
up to my house looking for an attic. There is not an attic. Yeah, but politicians, once they kind of accept this sort of... Once they sort of just have a little... Like right now, I think we're all just in agreement, and they understand is Joe is just a bumbling old man who's just really...
He's just not Trump.
And he's been...
That's why he's here.
Yeah, and one of my favorites was when the Easter Bunny was telling him what to do or something. He was doing some like an event.
The Easter Bunny was like a
I don't know,
Secret Service
I
agent.
guess because you could tell the way the Easter Bunny had to walk over
a
tourist. Yeah, like I've never seen the Easter Bunny look so confident. Like and
he had a fucking assault rifle under his suit.
He had a fluffy gun tied to his ankle.
Your thing's about to die if you want to get any in.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Let me just...
You want to get a couple in?
Let me just do a little... I can charge it.
Well, don't charge it, because then that kind of defeats what I just... All right.
No, fuck you, dude.
Fuck me then, huh?
Here we go, now it's charging. We got fucking... for the rest of the day. We can go for hours now, dude. We can go for hours. Yeah, the funniest was, and then the Easter Bunny came over, and I think Joe was like trying to walk over to shake hands with some kids, and they were like, no, Mr. President, Mr. President. And he's like, okay, Mr. Easter Bunny. It was one of the best ones. Is this the one? Yeah. Bunny rescues confused Joe Biden. This is on Sky News. Rupert Murdoch's. Joe Biden quickly. Oh, hello, Mr. Bunny. Oh, look. All these videos are pain in the cunt because they fucking tease it to you and then they give you these big fucking things. Just show us the fucking...
That's why you gotta go on Twitter to find these things.
Yeah,
because there's no ads on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. That's him. Look, the Easter Bunny is in charge of Mr. Phil, but it's so funny. Of all the things, it's like a hit piece. It's like propaganda that they show in Russia to show these weak American president. He's like waving at him. No. Like in Forrest Gump when they're telling him to stop running, the whole crowd's going, no, Joe, no, this way. And you're like, by God, he's a dumb son of a bitch. But he was commenting on Afghanistan and Pakistan when he was led away by these. It's so funny.
Yeah, because it's like he could probably one gaff and you start a fucking war.
This is like Veep, man, where it's just like they all have to just hoping that he's. We were saying it would be funny to have almost like a sitcom where it's Kamala. What is it? Kamala, yeah, and she's like
Kamala if you're a racist.
Kamala, okay, so it's Kamala.
Kamala
for me.
Correct.
I'll say Kamala. K-Dog. DAWG. That it's like a sitcom where she's trying to get him to die, because she wants to be president. So she's like doing things where she keeps trying to trick him into stuff. Like, so she tied his leg to a bike and stuff. She's like, "Oh, you'd love to go mountain biking," and he keeps surviving somehow. That's pretty funny. And she keeps injuring herself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like she'll put like some hard candies on on a booby trap type thing, and he comes over and he eats them, and he walks away, and she goes, "What the hell?" And she goes over, and then the thing clamps on her.
It's basically like Tom and Jerry.
It's just Tom and Jerry, but it's Joe and.
I mean, she wants to be fucking president. I'll tell you, she wakes up every day. And she is a little less happy that he's still alive.
There's no vice president in the world that doesn't just pray. Go, come on.
I don't know. I bet you there've been some vice presidents who, when shit's really going bad, be like, I hope this guy doesn't croak and I got to get put into this nonsense right now.
Yeah, you just get fluked up into, because second place is not bad. They like being there.
Yeah, you're like, I'm fucking vice president. It's pretty sick, but like, I don't want to have to deal with that.
What do they do? Genuinely, isn't a vice president just like a reserve? Like a backup quarterback.
They have their.
Are they doing stuff? But I thought they're just like a backup quarterback.
They have their file of stuff they have to deal with.
I know. Backup quarterbacks sign autographs sometimes too, but they don't actually do anything. They don't help the team.
No, I think they do. They'll go make well, she is doing less than anybody.
What does she do? She goes to a hospital and
she does nothing.
Rubs a cancer patient's head.
Straight up put her on the bench.
She's a bench.
They go like, we don't even want you doing appearances. Really, like she doesn't do anything.
She's the worst.
Pence would go do stuff. He'd go, fucking cut the ribbon. You go to like ribbon ceremonies, like. Just like all shit like that.
Just ceremonial bullshit, right?
Yeah, ceremonial bullshit. But if you're at that, if that's your ceremony and the vice president of the United States shows up, fucking big deal.
Yeah,
right. But they won't even let her do that.
I saw Hillary Clinton one time on the street.
Did you?
Yeah, I was in Dublin and she was visiting, and I was walking in the street and she was outside McDonald's. And she was getting swarmed by a lot of people. I was like, who is this? And I just saw some woman. I don't even
got some of her hair, $5,000.
I fucking no. I'm holding out for 20. I've got a lot of. I've got our pubes. Don't ask me how I got in there, but I got in and got some of her pubes. Do you reckon she has a big push?
Yeah.
Hill dog?
Yeah.
Oh, natch.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Pure what? Will understand.
Yeah.
You think so?
She's fucking like 70 years old.
That could sway me if it was like Tulsi Gabbard was gonna run against Kamala, right? And then she was like, I shave my pussy. And Kamala was like, no, I'm au naturel. I think I'd go for fucking Tulsi. I think I would. I don't
know if she has a career in politics anymore. I met her a couple weeks ago, actually.
So no, she doesn't. She's hanging out with you and
she
your
was,
alt-right boys talking about how censorship is out of control.
Dude, literally, that's what it was. It was like the Minds thing.
Yeah.
There's the guy from fucking. It's such a weird crew that, like, you know, there's all these political people. There's like the people on both sides of the aisle. There's the guy from Mumford and Sons was there.
Yeah, the Mumford & Sons drummer because he just didn't want to get vaxxed, right?
No, because he liked Andy No's book.
Yeah,
dude, he gave up being in Mumford & Sons because he was like, Antifa's bad, right?
Yeah, and they were like, whoa.
Yeah,
He's like, dude, our whole brand is crusty hippies. Dude, we're Mumford & Sons, dude. Our whole thing is just trash music.
It's pretty crazy.
I used to love Mumford & Sons when they first came out.
I bet they were huge. Aren't they from Ireland?
They're from England, actually. And I saw them before they were famous, like in a basement with like 25 people. Something. It's like the only band I've ever seen, which is like they went on to be super famous. I was like, I was there. And there was one guy, and he was like a real right-wing member of the band. Every now and again, he would just be like, oh, Jews. Yeah, there's a lot of Jew stuff, anti-Semitism.
A lot of anti-Semitism.
Coming from Mumford & Sons.
Yeah,
so he was there. Who else was there? Tulsi was there.
Tulsi Gabbard was there.
Yeah, Tulsi's
Cornell
a weird
West. You know
no.
He's like that cool...
Who's that?
Professor guy.
Cool professor guy?
Yeah, he's cool. No, if you know, he's like this old black dude. He went on Joe Rogan.
Oh, he's an old black dude?
He's an old black dude.
And he says white guys shouldn't lose their job for saying the N-word.
No. He is actually, no. He's a philosopher.
He's Don King.
He kind of does look like Don King.
He has a Don King vibe.
What happened? Is Don King alive?
Don King is, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not in the bit.
He's cool, though.
He was all right. He ripped off a lot of people.
Is Don King still alive? Oh, yeah.
Are you doing this?
Born? Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, I guess he's kicking it.
He used to be so famous. I haven't seen anything.
So the other black guy did? What was his name just now?
Cornell West. He's a philosopher.
Yeah.
And just
professor. And who was your favorite of all this? Were you speaking at it, or were you just hanging
out?
I
just wanted to hang out. Tim Poole was there. Who's my favorite? I don't know.
Tim, you and Tim are friends. You boys.
Not really. No, but
you've done a show a couple of times.
Yeah.
That whole crowd, you get caught up in it.
It was weird though, because we're
problem is that they take them. I agree with a lot of. What happens is all those people, they'll always get into me with like one idea, and then I'm like, all right, this guy, I get it. Yeah, we should have guns or whatever.
And then they hear all the other stuff.
And then next thing you know, it's like suddenly it's just like, all right, let's not go that far.
You go, I like abortions. They go, what?
Yeah.
The key with that stuff is whenever you get into those worlds is like you cannot. Because some people, you see it like a lot. Where some people get like into that world and they go, all right, I'm willing to change all of my opinions that I have about everything just to be part of this.
Yeah.
You go, no, don't do that. Like,
you gotta
just
stick
keep,
or slowly cook your opinions just weird. So like, no, look. I'm abortion, but only in this. And then slowly one day you just go, let's not have abortion.
No abortions ever.
Yeah, it took you 4 years, but you're like slowly just migrating.
Because you're like, oh, well, this is my new industry is being part of this, and I don't know. That's
and it's all like it. But they start losing a little bit of the fun. They all start taking their stuff too seriously, and it's like it's
none of them are comedians.
It's all a gimmick. We're all lying. We're all just selling shirts.
Yeah, but at least
at the end of the day, you're all just selling shirts.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
that's all you're really doing. You're never changing anything. You don't give a fuck about this country. You're just selling a hat that says fucking
sheath underwear.
Abortion is murder. Yeah, sheath underwear. Sheath underwear is.
Johnny said hi.
Johnny,
I just want to say hi.
He did a virtual high five. That's kind of good. That joke that was. That's what he does a lot. He goes, his tiny little hand just comes up from on the booth. We should keep running this, dude. That Johnny's the tiny. We call him Lil Crumb now. He's the Lil Crumb.
Lil Crumb?
Lil Crumb.
Crumb,
like a bread crumb.
Oh,
like he's a Lil
Crumb is cooler.
Lil Crumb.
I could see him being like, in Mad Max, the people who spray paint their face.
He likes that. We're not.
Lil Crumb.
Take that. Cut that out.
Lil Crumb.
Johnny, can you cut out any?
No,
can you edit out any compliments that you like, please?
Put those at the beginning.
No.
That's the opening of the show now.
He's a tiny little man, and he has headphones like a child wearing his dad's.
And he's got a very dark past.
He does have a dark past.
His genes.
The General Lee thing?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Is this the General Lee
yeah,
thing?
yeah, that's the General Lee thing.
Yeah, his family.
First time I ever met him, he told me about that's crazy.
That he owns General Lee's sword. His parents have this.
Like a
They've
plate,
got-
Martha Washington's plate or something.
Dude,
I'm like,
they've
what
got
the fuck?
General Lee's sword, the fucking Ring of Mordor or whatever. I don't know what. They have everything in that house.
He's like, I
So
slept in Robert E. Lee's bed. I was like, can you explain?
Yeah. He goes, Michael Jackson's glove. There's like just a big a weapon from every fucking different generation. And then he ends up here.
The South shall rise again.
We were talking about the Constitution or something, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm related to one of the guys who signed that." We're like, "What?"
Light Horse Harry.
What was it?
Light Horse Harry Lee.
Light horse. Oh,
Light or white?
Light horse.
I
Light
bet
horse.
we know
Larry.
all we need to know about the color of that guy's horse. I'll tell you that much.
Dark skinned.
They did not fuck around back then. They go,
Yeah, they get half.
sure as shit, that guy's horse was light
Look at
in
that.
color.
Half caste horse right there. We have mixed race horse.
That's why I like America, though, because America, I don't know, you're from Europe, so it's even older than that, where there might be real like history like that. In Canada, none of that. You never meet somebody and go, oh, like, I mean, it's such a young country where nobody is ever like, oh, my fucking great, because everybody there's like, yeah, my great grandfather was from Europe.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
So it all goes back.
have no like cool history like that.
Yeah, but we have old
We're like
shit. But
Australia.
our history is like, you guys have a lot more. You guys have much more interest in your history because it's kind of like, when did we get here? Where did we come from? You can kind of track it.
We came from England.
And yeah, but you guys all figure out, it's like, oh, I've got Dutch, I've got French, and they figure all that. Like in Ireland, people don't really go past their great grandparents. They go, well, we're Irish, and that's it.
Yeah.
They just sort of go, whatever.
Yeah.
So
well, probably because if they do, you just go, yeah, it's just Ireland.
It's
I don't know.
it's
going,
Irish until for a while.
yeah. What was before Ireland?
What was before?
Yeah.
It was the Celts.
The Celts.
And then before that was the Druids or something.
Oh, the Druids. I actually went to
It's hard. I kind of don't give a fuck.
Oh, no.
Like that's the problem. It's like, so what about your people? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Dude,
went
I'm
in,
on Twitter, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
And like probably 15 years ago, I went to Stonehenge for the summer solstice.
Yes.
And it's all the Druids are there.
They're hanging out.
They're hanging out. It's a big deal for
just
the
white
Druids.
guys with dreads. Yeah.
They're all like wooks, like you'd see on like Fish Tour or some shit, right? And they're all like these wooks, and they're all fucking on psychedelic drugs, and they're watching the sun come up at Stonehenge.
It is nuts that they built that. That's one of those things where you go, how did you guys build this? Which is pretty much every year at a certain time, the light comes in at a perfect thing that highlights the entire
That's what it was,
tomb.
yeah.
And it only happens once a year. For how long does it last? For
For an hour.
An hour?
And everybody goes, once the sun comes up, everybody goes crazy there.
So the light comes into this tomb, and then all of the, as far as I know, is that the same with the, all of the stones are from like a completely different part of the world.
I think there's a theory about that. I don't know exactly where the stones are from.
It's Stonehenge or whatever the circle is with all those big stones. I think that's
Stonehenge. Yeah,
is it Stonehenge? Yeah. Apparently they found out that those stones weren't
from like Wales.
Yeah, they had to drag them back in. They what do you think? What a giant tomb
by a glacier.
Is that what you think? Nah, they dragged them.
They dragged them.
The boys dragged them. Dude, they had nothing going on. That was their
slaves
life
back then.
They literally were just like, this is my life.
It's the power of slavery.
Slavery, for lack of a better word, is good.
That's a clip.
That's
a clip right there.
That's Gordon Gekko.
That's a clip.
That's from Gordon Gekko. That's from Wall Street. They say that in the movie.
Yeah,
he goes, ladies and gentlemen, slavery, for lack of a better word, is good. Google that. That's what he says.
Wall Street 2? Money Never Sleeps?
I've never seen Wall Street 2. I'm saving it. You don't want to fucking watch the best movie ever, and then you have nothing else going on.
Wall Street 1's great.
Wall Street 1's not a bad little.
I don't remember that line though.
You don't remember slavery, for lack of a better word, is good?
No.
Tell me, Google that.
I believe you.
Gordon Gekko, for lack of a better word, is good. Google that. It's going to come up now. And
I hope it's just a video of you saying this.
It's just a sketch of me.
It's just you drunk in a pub being like, I'm telling you, Wall Street.
I've got my hair slicked back and some suspenders on and a fucking cigar. Let me tell you about this. Whatever happened to that guy? Who played Gordon Gekko in that movie? The guy, he's married to Catcher Zeta-Jones. Michael Douglas. Remember he got fucking throat cancer and he said it was from eating his white box?
Yeah.
And she was like, dude, stop telling people my pussy gave you cancer, dude. It was Catcher Zeta-Jones. She's like the hottest woman of all time.
Yeah.
Terrible actress. But that's like, you can't have it all.
Yeah.
You can either be good looking enough to be an actress, or you can be a good actress who will never get seen. What is it? You know,
I don't know.
It's very.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure there's some hot ones that are popular.
But whatever happened with the
Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep.
That's a looker right there.
I would now today.
Now?
Yeah, absolutely. Annie Hole is a goal. That's what they say. Absolutely. As long as it's breeding, and even then, I'm not that picky. All right, that was a good little conversation.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Any questions for me or the fans?
I have to ask you questions?
No. I don't know. Sometimes
no.
You might have something that you want to
What's
do.
the best question that you've ever been asked? That's technically a question.
How many women have I slept with?
Okay.
I go, stop counting at 200, bro. And after 200 doesn't count.
All right.
That's what
Is
I
that
said.
a monkeypox lesion on your hand?
That could be.
Imagine I had monkeypox and then I gave you monkeypox somehow.
I'd be mad.
And then we have to do all this explaining to our girls, being like, I'm telling you, we're not gay.
Nah, we were fist bumping. We were fist bumping.
Yes.
We were having fun.
Just being boys. Not
about,
gay boys.
We were talking about pussy and how much we love pussy, and we kept fist bumping. And next thing you know, you fist bump with the wrong guy.
You got a fucking plague.
You got a pox. All right, everybody, please check out Danny Polishchuk. Polish these nuts.
Polish these nuts. Yeah.
Check,
Boyscast every Friday. Low Value Mail every Tuesday.
Yes.
Danny jokes everywhere.
Perfect. Thanks very much,
brother.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, buddy.